It is June 29th, so that means it's another KMBC 9 and KCWE 29 Community Day. We're highlighting another nonprofit group making a difference for so many people in our area. Today, the focus is on a volunteer group called HopeBUILDERS, which has been helping Kansas Cityans in need for more than 20 years. Now, HopeBUILDERS is getting help from trade students at Kansas City, Kansas Community College. HopeBUILDERS helps older people and those with disabilities with repair projects and even additions to their homes.
The needs that we serve in the community, sometimes it requires skilled work. So it's electrical, plumbing, HVAC. And so this has been a fantastic partnership with the instructors and the different trades programs at the community college to help meet a really significant need in the community.
While the partnership with KCKCC is so important, the need for help is even greater. HopeBUILDERS depends on volunteers who step up to help. You can do this. You don't have to be a master carpenter or an apprentice. All skill levels are welcome, along with businesses that want to get involved. Maybe your workers do a day of service. You can also support HopeBUILDERS with monetary donations to cover the rising costs of lumber and other tools. And be sure to spread their message on social media. Really easy to do, and that's free. More information is available right now at kmbc.com/community.
And Cody, many of us last month actually helped out building a ramp for a woman. Really a great organization. So if you can, help them out.
Yeah,
really
and so often on these community days, we have our viewers volunteer. We're hearing of dozens of people volunteering their time, which really warms your heart.
Yeah, awesome to hear. And so, yeah, if you can help out, certainly feel free to do that. They would appreciate that.
It is 5:09 and KMBC 9 and KCWE 29 Community Days happen on the 9th and the 29th of every month. Today that we'd like to highlight the work of a local nonprofit. And today it's all about HopeBUILDERS, which completes home repairs for the disabled, elderly, anyone in need. Well, now HopeBUILDERS is getting some extra help from trade school students at Kansas City, Kansas Community College. HopeBUILDERS builds wheelchair ramps and makes other home repairs just to help those out who have disability and accessibility issues. KCKCC students recently helped a 70-year-old woman in the Argentine neighborhood who had problems with her clothes dryer. She was getting shocked every time she used it. That's not good. And that's where HopeBUILDERS and some of those students came in to fix the problem.
It's just very satisfying and always satisfying to help your community. That's what we do here at the community college anyway, and everyone here is working. We're all public servants here, bringing up the educational level and the skills of our citizens here in our community is good for everybody.
What an awesome perspective. We are all public servants. Now, while the partnership with KCK Community College is important, the need for help is even greater. HopeBUILDERS' success depends on volunteers who step up to help out. People of all skill levels are welcome, as well as businesses that want to get involved. Now, you can also support them through monetary donations to cover the rising costs of wood and other things right now. Be sure to spread their message on social media. That's easy, costs nothing. More information for all of this is available right now at kmbc.com/community. Well, KMBC 9 and KCWE 29 Community Days continues all day long. Coming up, meet a veteran, Vietnam vet, who says HopeBUILDERS helped him rebuild his home and his life.
On the 9th and 29th of every month, KMBC 9 and KCWE 29 celebrate Community Day. It's a time we use to shine a light on local nonprofit groups doing good in our community. Well, this day, June 29th, is all about HopeBUILDERS, which makes homes more accessible for people with disabilities. KMBC 9's Emily Hallwick shows us how the group's giving people independence and why it needs your support now more than ever.
Once the decking's on, we start putting on the railings.
It's all in a day's work for volunteers at HopeBUILDERS KC. At this home in KCK, a wheelchair ramp is under construction.
The whole goal here is to allow this homeowner to get to their driveway, which they haven't been able to do for over a year.
The nonprofit makes homes more accessible for people with disabilities who otherwise couldn't afford it. It's all about giving them their independence.
There are dozens and dozens of people that are able to live in their homes where, thanks to these projects and projects like them, that otherwise would have to be in a facility of some kind.
Rebecca Miracle is relieved her mom Nancy is getting the help she needs.
Just to get her down the stairs to go to the doctors was really painful, and she's falling down the stairs.
She's grateful for the team giving her mom more freedom.
They have to have the best heart, you know?
Yep, that's perfect this way. Got another one? One more. 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 One
With the price of lumber rising in the pandemic, donations are even more critical.
What used to be a $2,000 ramp suddenly becomes a $4,000 ramp.
And with a wait list of more than 60 people, they also need more helping hands.
If we just had more volunteers and more funding, we'd be able to service a lot more folks.
At the end of the day, the reactions make all this work worthwhile.
Sometimes it's smiles and laughter, and sometimes it's tears of joy, and it just feels pretty good.
Emily Holwick, KMBC 9 News.
Hope Builders' success depends on the volunteers who step up to help, and you can do that. It doesn't matter your skill level, everyone's welcome, along with businesses that want to get involved. You could also support Hope Builders with monetary donations to cover the rising cost of lumber and supplies, and be sure to spread their message on social media. More information is available right now online at kmbc.com/community. Showcasing the good in our community and finding ways to help each other. That is the goal of KMBC 9 and KCWE 29 Community Days. Today, June 29th, we're highlighting the nonprofit group Hope Builders. Volunteers for Hope Builders do all kinds of great work. They work on home repairs and remodeling for the elderly, along with people who have mobility issues and otherwise couldn't afford it. But Hope Builders faces the same challenges everyone else is seeing in the home building industry. Issues like spiking prices for lumber and other construction materials.
It means that we have to do a little bit less. So that's been part of the challenge, is figuring out how to serve those that need it most and not necessarily compromise what we do, but be able to work within the means that we have.
Community Day, Home Builders is asking for help covering those rising costs. So please do what you can. Make a monetary donation now of $9, $29 or more, whatever you can afford. Home Builders is also looking for volunteers of all skill levels to help them out. And be sure to spread the group's message on social media. We have more information available right now for you at kmbc.com/community.
And today is a KMBC KCWE 29 Community Day, where we highlight a local nonprofit. Today we're focusing on Hope Builders. The organization helps veterans, the elderly, also the disabled, live safely and comfortably by building ramps, widening doors, or making any other changes to their homes. Now, in 2018, KMBC 9's Rob Hughes spoke with one Vietnam veteran who continues to serve as a Hope Builders volunteer, helping others in need.
It's terrific. I'm a veteran myself.
The call to serve has never left John Jepson.
So I know what veterans' needs are, and it just gives you a very good feeling to help other veterans.
Now retired, John's a project manager with Hope Builders Home Repair, a local nonprofit that helps those in need.
It's a good fit for me.
Hope Builders has teamed up with Home Depot to renovate a local Vietnam veteran's home.
It feels really, really good.
Grant Greenlee with Home Depot is a Team Depot captain, spearheading projects for veterans and others in need.
One of our core values is to give back to the community, and this is one of the greatest ways. You know, you get to make some nice relationships with people and help people that need it. And what else could be better?
Over the next month, crews will be replacing this home's windows, interior doors, the garage door, and painting.
They're very, very sweet, very gracious, and very nice people. Very thankful.
John knows the veteran they're helping deserves it.
Probably saw more action than I did.
Because for him, there's no feeling like knowing you're making a difference.
You just get a good feeling from helping people.
Rob Hughes, KMBC 9 News.
Home Builders' success depends on volunteers who step up to help. People of all skill levels are welcome, as well as businesses that want to get involved. Now, you can also support them through monetary donations to cover the rising costs of wood and other tools, things that they need. Also, be sure to just spread their message on social media. More information is available right now at kmbc.com/community.
KMBC 9's Rob Hughes spoke with one vet whose home was falling apart until Home Builders stepped in.
It's there forever.
Kenneth Gilmore has battled PTSD for decades.
Every day, something reminds you of Vietnam.
Despite his struggles, Kenneth is a man of humility.
I don't consider myself a hero at all. The heroes are on that wall in Washington, D.C., 58,287. Those are their heroes.
Kenneth has inspired countless people. His Kansas City, Missouri home was falling apart, so Hope Builders, a local charity, Home Depot, businesses, and churches partnered to fix it.
Ken is just such a genuine person. I really wanted to help him. And we've seen just a real turnaround in his personality since we've spent so much time working together with him.
It's just like the welcome home that I never got.
Kenneth has also been in the trenches hundreds of hours the last year, working on renovating his home with his new lifelong friends.
They have no idea how this has turned my life around.
Kenneth now plans to use this blessing to bless others, sharing how his faith has changed everything and people do care.
It wasn't all for nothing, and it gives me hope to continue on.
Rob Hughes, KMBC 9 News.
Building hope. It's in the name. Hope Builders' success depends on the volunteers who step up to help. And you don't have to be an expert here. People of all skill levels are welcome, along with businesses that want to get involved and help with the mission. You can also support the group through monetary donations to covering the rising cost of lumber and other tools. And be sure to spread Hope Builders' message on social media. More information is available right now at kmbc.com/community.